Now, over in Canada, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is apparently on the brink of resigning because the rats are starting to jump off the sinking ship. We know he's toast next year anyway. But his Deputy PM and Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland has pulled the pin, citing disagreement over spending and how to address Trump's tariffs. She put her letter to Trudeau on X. She said, "On Friday, you told me you no longer want me to serve as your Finance Minister and offered me another position in the Cabinet. In making your decision, you made clear that I no longer credibly enjoy that confidence and possess the authority that comes with it." Now, I know a PM has the discretion to choose who is and isn't in his Cabinet, but this is a woman he's tried to sack here. I thought he was a full-on feminist.
The United States voted for a second time to not elect its first woman president. Everywhere, women's rights and women's progress is under attack, overtly and subtly. But I want you to know that I am, and always will be, a proud feminist. You will always have an ally in me and in my government.
The proud feminist Bronwyn pushing the women out of his cabinet. But this suggestion now that he might go before the next election, good riddance to bad rubbish, I say.
Absolutely. I mean, he is a socialist.
Oh, yes.
Through and through, and they always tell us. So you don't have to worry. But the really interesting thing is that his coalition partner, which he depends upon, the leader of that party, I think it's called the New Democratic Party, has called for him to resign. There is a call for an election to be held over Christmas. That's how bad it is. But the leader of the opposition in Canada is very strong. He is coming out as strong, and I think he will clearly win that next election, whether it's held over Christmas because his own people throw him out, or whether they have to wait until the new year.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, one way or another he's going, but one by one, Stephen, these woke leaders are just slowly falling off. We got rid of Biden, we got rid of Kamala, though apparently she's going to have another go. I'll get to that a bit later. Trudeau's gone.
God help the Democrat Party.
I know.
Look, I think it's actually more interesting than at the moment. I mean, you can point to Trudeau. You can move to the Conservatives in Germany, which government's in meltdown. You can talk about Macron in France in meltdown. Keir Starmer only just won the election in meltdown. We've seen Japan just go through a leadership change, and South Korea imposed martial law for 6 hours. So I actually think if you look across the Western democratic world, you're actually seeing quite an extraordinary set of circumstances around leadership and strong leadership. And while I don't share Bronwyn's view that Trudeau's a socialist, on Bronwyn's definition, her and the older Banachek are the only non-socialists in the entire political world. So everyone else is a socialist.
So hard, don't you? You are seriously trying hard.
I just know the buttons to push to get you out of the box.
Well, then
but genuinely, I think you actually.
I don't need any help from you, Stephen.
No, that is true. That is true. You're out of the box already. There's no question.
And that's exactly how we like.
But no, I think that's a fascinating situation right across the democratic world at the moment. That a string of governments, both sides of politics. Well, I don't think you can call the Christian Democrats in Germany socialists, but they're in trouble. Macron, maybe you think he's a socialist. Most of the socialists in France don't. But yeah, genuinely, you look at that array of countries. No, I said Starmer is in trouble as well. He wouldn't call himself a socialist, though many others would, so you're probably in good company there.
You know, if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. You say the same for socialists.
Bronwyn, you think I'm a socialist. You're the only person on the planet who thinks I'm a socialist.
Well, Stephen, it's the company you keep.